On-and-off rainfall returned this afternoon, but since sunset, it's largely left the state line and will continue to stay dry across the rest of this evening and into tomorrow, as well as the weekend as a whole. So look for a lot of dry weather after a couple days of on and off rainy weather. So far this month, closing in on 2 inches of rainfall. It's a pretty big deal because last month we barely cracked a ½ an inch for rainfall. So just within the first week or so of October, we've had 3 times the amount of rainfall as September as a whole. Now, if we have to go back all the way to January to see our last time that we had an above average month for precipitation. So it's been a long while since we've had a weather an average month. On track for it now. We'll have to see if that continues throughout the remainder of the month. In the meantime, watch out for this. Visibility starting to drop across the state line. Not looking at any thick fog yet, but the National Weather Service did issue a dense fog advisory effective until tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock. So a lot of tomorrow morning, it may be pretty hard to see across a lot of the state line, at least in northern Illinois. Visibility could be down under 1/4 mile. That makes it pretty difficult to see. So the fog could be thicker than this morning and more widespread, so just watch out for that road hazard. As we get into Saturday, temperatures down into the mid-50s overnight under a partly cloudy sky. The calm wind as well as somewhat clearer sky, and the fact that we have so much humidity in the air after all that rainfall, that's what's setting us up for those areas of dense fog as we go throughout the overnight hours. So starting out foggy in the morning, eventually turning sunny, and then we get into the heat going into the afternoon up into the low 80s for the second weekend in a row. Maybe a little fog or a little cloudy towards the end of Saturday, but for the most part, it's all about the sunshine and heat as we kick off the weekend. End of the weekend, a little more clouds, definitely a lot breezier as you see the winds gusting up to 30 miles per hour, but we see similar temperatures, low 80s in the forecast. So a warm Sunday, a summer-like Sunday, just in time for the head of the Rock Regatta. So if you're going to be down near the Rock River, be prepared for that heat into the afternoon, but the breeze might keep you a little cool as we do again have blustery winds kicking in for the end of the weekend. Keeping an eye on our next weather system, you can see satellite and radar doesn't show much over Nevada, but we have another weather system on the way that could bring some rain for early next week. As this low pressure system works its way through the Rockies, it disappears for a little and then reforms on the other side of the Rockies. Lots of moisture to work with, so be ready for this. Starting Sunday night, we're seeing rain approach. By Monday, expecting to see showers, possible storms going into the afternoon. Somewhat of a soggy Monday ahead with the rain possibly lingering into early Tuesday morning. So as we look ahead in the forecast, you can see we've got a decent chance for rain as temperatures dip back into the 70s. More rain possible in the middle of next week. That's ahead of consistent fall weather. In your most accurate 10-day forecast, starting next Friday and lasting clear through next weekend, it may finally look like October with cooler temperatures, and they look to stick around this time, so that cooler weather may not be that far away. In the meantime, we have the warmth up to 75 today. Our forecast is 74, so still on target, approaching $250. We'll have to see if we can keep that streak going next week, Brittany.
That's how you wrap up a week. Alex, thanks for that.